Hello, welcome back to Blonde Book Reviews and welcome to my first reading vlog. Let's go down south. So I just filmed my TBR for the month of October, ready to post. And I've realised that I'm spending the first week of October with my family because I'm headed down there. So I now need to decide what books to take with me, how many books to take with me. Does anyone else have this dilemma when they go on a holiday? It's like, well, how many books is too many? Nope, just me. So I'm thinking, I'm really excited to read them all, so I need to like prioritize like what's more important for certain book clubs and whatnot. But I'm thinking I need to at least read one of the Disney Twisted Tales as soon as possible to try and get a review up for Scholastic. So I'm thinking I'm going to take Reflection with me because I'm really, really excited for that one. And I think my friend Hannah also got a copy, so we can kind of like buddy read it together, I guess. I'm thinking I'm also going to take with me two of my library reads because I've got to get them read and everything before I have to return them because they're going to be due fairly early in the month of October. Then I think I'm just going to throw in like 5 more because I like to have choice. Okay, so it's a little while later. I've been sitting here reading Illuminae. I'm like 423 pages in. Holy! I love Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. They can write anything together and I will buy it. But man, have they outdone themselves in this series. It's so unique in the way that it's written. And every single time I feel like I've understood what's going on, something else comes at me again. So I'm going to check in when I finish. I've got like 100 pages left maybe or so. I want to finish it tonight before we travel down tomorrow. I'll check in soon, but holy, it's been intense. I literally haven't moved from this spot since I packed. So, whew, wish me luck for the last 100 pages. So it's 9 p.m. I just finished Illuminae. It is the kind of book that I could never, like I've never read anything like it. And I could never describe it to anyone and explain the amazing experience that I just had. The coolest thing about this is that it's mixed media. So it's made up of letters and instant messengers and data entries, and like it even has things like this through it where the words are integrated into imagery. It even has things like this where there's words that make pictures. And I highly, highly recommend, if you're gonna read this, listen to the audio as you read it. Because it's like a full cast audio that just makes the experience. And I'm just, I instantly want to pick up book 2, but I can't because I have other books I have to read. Just read it. Just read this. 100%. Just read it and thank me later because, whew, it's good. So I'm thinking next up I'm going to pick up Punching the Air by Ibi Zoboi and Youssef Sallam. Youssef is one of the Exonerated 5. I will put a little bit more information and the link to the video about Punching the Air in my description box below. But effectively he was wrongfully accused of a crime purely because he was black. Now he's written this story about a 16-year-old boy who is pretty much convicted of a crime that he didn't commit and he's sent to prison. And it's written in like poem form as well, so it should be pretty quick. So I'm going to pick that one up next and get that one read. It was sent to me kindly from HarperCollins Publishing. So I want to read that one and get it reviewed before the end of the month. So that's what's up next. It's going to be very, very hard to pick anything else up after finishing Illuminae, but I'm predicting this is going to be a 5-star read. So I think picking up another read I think I'm going to love straight afterwards will probably avoid me ending up in some kind of reading slump. Good afternoon. It is now Friday afternoon. I just got home from work. I only had to do a couple of hours today, so I got home and there was some mail waiting for me, so I am going to open that one up and see what it is. Oh my god. So my friend on Bookstagram, I will link her Instagram page down below. She has started doing artwork and she has done me some ACOTAR themed bookmarks that she has hand painted. They are so beautiful. I saw photos of them before she gifted them to me, but they're even better in person. Thank you so, so much. Hello, it is now Saturday. We made it to my sister's last night, quite late. So we pretty much just jumped straight into bed. Today we've got another 4.5 hour drive down to my parents' place. So it's about 6 a.m. now and we're getting on the road, so we should get there just before lunch. While I'm waiting for Anthony to get ready, I'm gonna read a bit more of Punching the Air, and I've been listening to the audiobook of Reflection while we've been driving. So far so good, and I'll keep you posted. It is now Tuesday. We haven't really done much because it's been really windy and really, really cold. So today we are going to hike the Bundian Way, which is this beautiful headland walk. We're hoping it's going to stay nice and warm. As for reading, I have almost finished Punching the Air, which is upstairs. I'm not going to go grab it. I'm about to make some poached eggs for breakfast. And then we are going to, do the hike. And then this afternoon, we might just have a cruisy one and maybe watch Mulan, because the old one, not the new one, because Anthony has never seen it and neither has my dad. So it's time to school them in the art of awesome Disney. I've pretty much been sitting in the spa most of the day reading. It's been very relaxing. I'm enjoying my holiday. Yesterday, we didn't really do anything. My nephew came over and we babysat him all day. I fed him some lemon for the first time. I'll insert some footage here of his reaction, which isn't what you'd expect, but he is my brother's child, so of course.
Yep, he's totally Mitch's son. No reaction whatsoever. He just kept shoving it back in.
That's pretty much it. So I'll check in when I've got a bit more of a reading update, because I've only really read about 100 pages of Punch in the Air. I've been on severe holiday mode. got back from our walk, had some lunch. I am going to finish punching the air. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. And then after that, I am going to be picking up Crescent City or House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I'm also only about 100 pages into that, and I want to try and finish it by the end of the month. So good luck to me. But that's my plan for the rest of the afternoon, is just a bunch of reading, because it's holiday mode. Hello, it is now Wednesday at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I've driven Anthony to the gym. He's going to work out in the Little Eden gym. I'm gonna continue to read Punching the Air because I didn't get it finished yesterday. I've got like maybe 50 pages left. Then today we are going to catch up with my friend Rosie. I've been friends with her for 20 plus years. We met in preschool, and we are gonna go and have tea at her house. And after that we are going to catch up with my godmother Narelle, aka Nellie. We're just gonna go there and have lunch with her, and then after that I'm having dinner with my best friend Jade and her husband Dougie and their 2 kids, and that'll take my night away. So I'll take you along for the ride. Morning. It is now Thursday. I keep like losing track of days when I'm on holidays, but last night I went and had dinner with some of my high school best friends and their partners and their kids, and I am going now to head and see my auntie. She's really unwell. Every time I come home I go and visit her and I say goodbye thinking it's going to be the last time. I'm going to wear a mask because she's very, very immunocompromised. And although there's no cases of COVID anywhere near Eden, it's just not worth the risk to give her anything at this point. So I'm going to head up there, say hi, get a photo like I always do, create more memories, and then I'm going to come home and spend the rest of the day reading because we're not really doing much today. So I'll check in when I have a bit of a reading update, because at the moment I haven't really been reading. I've just been living in the moment. So sorry this vlog doesn't have much bookish content. Grazie. It's a little bit later and I have finally finished Punching the Air. It only took me like all week. It wasn't because it was a bad book, I just have been in holiday mode. It's very unique in the way that it is written in verse. I'm not sure how I felt about it. I feel like it kind of took away from the story, but it also made it more hard-hitting. So if you like books that are written in verse, I would highly recommend picking it up because it does tell a very powerful story. And after finishing it, I found out that there is apparently a movie that has been released that tells the story of the Exonerated Five. So I would be interested to watch that. So I'm probably going to do that at some point. I have picked up Reflection, which is the Twisted Tales. I'm about 14 chapters in, so like 160 pages. So far, it's very, very similar to Mulan. It's just taken a huge twist and there's some cool, like, awesome underworld elements coming into it now. So it's starting to get interesting because now she's got to try and work her way out of the underworld. Tomorrow we drive up to the house on the beach in Gerroa for the long weekend for my mum's 60th birthday. We just got back from breakfast and I went to the bookshop. I was going to walk out with about half a store, but I went to the clearance rack and I got Crown of Feathers by Nikki Palprito. First in a series, haven't really heard much about it, but it was $10 on the clearance rack, so I couldn't walk away from it. I also got the Other Words for Smoke by Sarah Maria Griffin with sprayed edges, which are so rare in Australia. It was also only $10. And then I got Seventh Born by Monica Sands. This is part of the Witchling Academy series, and I saw that Gav had read it and given it 5 stars. So thanks, Gav. So I just got done visiting my grandma in hospital. She had a hip replacement, so I popped in to see her on the way up to the family house for Mum's birthday. So now I'm just gonna head back to the car and we'll get on the road. Good morning. It is now my mum's birthday. We stayed up late last night playing games. Heaps and heaps of fun. I will insert a clip of the memory. Now I'm having a morning coffee. It is about 6:30. The sun is shining, the views are beautiful, and I am going to sit and read my book until everybody else wakes up. Welcome to Monday afternoon, evening. It is now 7 o'clock. We got home today around 3-ish. It was an eventful trip home. We had the rest of the weekend where we just played board games with the family. I did some reading and hang out with my nieces and nephews. And today we were driving home and a guy rear-ended my car. Anthony and I are both okay, but my car has a nice little dent in it, so we're going to have to worry about that getting fixed. But yes, it was not the end we wanted to our long weekend. As for reading, I finished Reflection, absolutely loved it. I can highly recommend. If you're a Disney fan, you should totally pick that one up. The book I have picked up since then is The Silent Patient, which is one of my first spooky reads that was on my October TBR. So far, I loved it. I am already 50% in and I only started it yesterday. The plan this evening is to do a little bit catch up on my social media and things because I didn't have any reception for the whole weekend while I was down there. So I'm going to catch up on some of that, and then I will probably just dive into the audiobook and then go to bed at go to bed at probably no later than 8:30 because I'm pretty exhausted and I still have a throbbing headache from the accident. So yes, But thank you so much for watching my vlog, my visit home with my family. Sorry it didn't have as much bookish content as I expected, but c'est la vie. Sometimes you get to read more than you want to. I did get a bunch of books while I was down there, so I will be doing a bookish haul soon, so keep an eye out for that. And make sure you like and subscribe for more bookish content.